Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on the Estancia Lapacho map with me, CWATTYESO. And before we go any further, as I've been doing in the last couple of videos, please go ahead and hit that like button right now before you forget. Also, feel free to leave your comments, questions, suggestions and feedback in the section down below during the video. Again, before you forget. And if you're not already doing so, please go ahead and press that subscribe button. That way you'll get notified when I upload new content to the channel and it will help me out as a creator. Now we're up here on the farm. We've got a lot of piggies. We might have to sell some piggies today. The horses aren't quite ready for market yet. Our second pen. And new horses are doing alright, so we probably don't have to worry too much about those today. What's the slurry situation like? Manure, 26,000 litres, slurry, 11,000. Milk, we've got some milk we could maybe sell. We've got 2 trailer loads of milk, actually. Piggy's going to need some corn. Again, they've got a little bit of... We've almost got a full tanker load of slurry to get rid of. How's the fields looking? Okay, we're ready for harvest. That is a thing. So we need to get on with that then. We need sugar beet. And we've got corns and sunflowers. Right. So we need to switch the header. Oh, that's another thing. I realised planting the crops that I did, I wasn't actually going to be very effective and efficient. Because although I've got, obviously, the John Deere header and the Ideal header, I'd only got the one corn header. And seeing as I've planted corn and sunflowers galore, I would only be able to use one harvester. So I've been to the store and I've bought the John Deere header. It makes sense when you think about it. I can have both machines in action at the same time. So let's get on with it. Let's get on with today's harvest then. What else is there to talk about quickly before we get into it? Yesterday was Sunday. I had quite a lot of expenses, obviously, in the terms of vehicles, mainly like the header and stuff and things. The vehicle running costs, the maintenance, property maintenance. Did get 37,000 from selling all the pallets of wool down by the sheep. I did that off camera. And obviously we got 37,000 for the biogas plant, of which I got another 12,000 this evening at midnight for selling some more slurry. That's why I want to keep the biogas plant, supplied, because it pays quite a lot. I've got to unfold the harvester first, apparently. That would help. Right. Set the John Deere in motion. Oh, it's our favourite worker. I've not seen you for a few days, love. Welcome back. Very nice of you to come to the farm. We'll get a screenshot of that, because it may be useful for the thumbnail. Right. What else do we need then? We need... Not you at the moment. Nor you. We do need you. Bloody camera. It's no collision camera. It's alright for some things, but when you're trying to drive a vehicle in a shed, not so helpful. need to lower that. I think that's the potato one still. Yes. Need to get on and get the sugar beety one. We'll also go get the Ideal working on the soybeans initially before we switch headers with him. Get that worker on the work, doing the sugar beets. We want the Ideal, don't we? Right there. We were lifting that header off the floor. Just saying. Makes sense not to drag it around on the concrete. Do with a clean. Right then, folks, it's time to sit down and strap yourselves in, ready for another time-lapse speedy up bit. Because again, this episode took a long time to record. In fact, the total length of the recording of this whole entire day on the farm was 2 hours and 23 minutes. So I'm going to do my best to try and speedy up that to fit it under an hour. Wish me luck. So basically we're just going to try and get as many vehicles as we can in use to try and make life a little easier on me. So we're going to be using the auger wagon here to unload the the sugar beet harvester. We've got the old tippy truck unloading the sunflower harvest, and we've got the pace setter doing the corn harvest. So with a bit of luck, we should hit all the harvest today. We should get everything done at least. Still going to probably have to make a couple of trips and juggle stuff about. Doesn't help as well when the AI worker keeps stopping on the wrong side of the flipping crop, so I can't unload him. So I have to keep ejecting the AI worker and taking over to empty the harvester and then carrying on again. You would think the AI should be smart enough, or should be programmed in such a way that it's smart enough to know that, okay, I'm going to get full. If I go and do this strip of field, I'm going to get full, and by doing that, I will not be able to be emptied. So, do you know what? I'm going to stop and demand to be emptied now before I drive into the field. That's what I'd like to see. I also like the fact that I'm selling 32,000 litres of slurry, so that should give us a nice little bit of money when the biogas pays out at midnight. So far, the slurry and manure, nice little add-on to the farm. Obviously, I need to find a way to transport the manure to the biogas plant. Okay, he got to the end. Good. Didn't want him running out again. So here he knows he can pipe out. So he should pipe out and let me empty him. If he got to the end of this row and hadn't got full, he should probably stop and say, empty me now, because I'm going to get full on the next row, and then the crop will be in the way and he won't be able to empty me. That's an improvement I would like to see Giants make to the AI, as well as fixing their issues, jumping fields and stuff like that. quite a bit of corn to harvest today. We've got 3 fields sowed with corn. Potatoes need emptying, the sugar beets need emptying again, sorry. I'm saying potatoes because it looks really the same. Oh, I can't reverse this auger wagon. Oh, I'm gonna have a nightmare now. I'm gonna hit the blooming harvester. I can't get this thing under the pipe. I wish the harvester would pipe out properly. It doesn't lower the pipe down. There we go. So what I'll do is I'll probably go and feed these to the pigs. See how much they're going to eat. Or put them in the root storage. There we go, root storage. Makes sense, I suppose. If we get an oddment at the end, we could probably feed it directly to the piggies. Hey, Mr. Ideal still doing the soybeans. Go and empty him hopefully before he turns the corner. Yes. That should mean he can now do the whole field, the rest of the field, without needing to be emptied again. Wow, I've got a lot of pigs, 246 pigs. I'm probably going to sell some of those today. That would hopefully boost our harvest income as well. Oh, I'm making a mess of this, making a mess. Damn it. I didn't get lined up properly. Because the header on the John Deere is smaller than the Ideal, I actually end up driving between the pipe and the harvester. We'll have another go at this. We'll try and pick our spot a bit better. There we go. Empty him. That's better. Mr. Potato Man needing to be emptied again? He is, and he's stopped on the wrong side of the crops. So that's the last of the soybeans. Now we can go change the header. Get the sunflower one on and then start him off on the sunflowers. Sunflowers are probably going to be a big thing for us today, harvest-wise. Because I don't think the corn prices are very good. I think the corn prices are pretty dreadful, actually. Don't know why. Unless a lot of farmers have been doing corn, don't quite get why the prices are so bad. Look at that! Less than I've never known corn to be less than £1,000 per 1,000 litres. We're looking at like 809. So things like wheat and barley are more profitable at the moment than corn. But we'll take the soybeans, get them sold at the bakery. One of the advantages of using this trailer, I can actually reverse in here. Will enable us to get the crop sold. Nice bit of harvest for it. Very good. Back we go. And we'll start bringing the sunflowers down, I suppose. Only got 2 fields to do of sunflowers, field 13 and field 8, but they're quite big fields, so it'll still take us a long time. Looks like the potato harvester is full again, or the sugar beet harvester, sorry. Might as well go down the bottom and wait for him. The John Deere's full again. We'll empty him quickly. And then we'll set him off to do field 6. I couldn't let him, the help worker keeps missing crops with this harvester. When he stops to unload, when he restarts, he actually misses a strip. He doesn't seem to restart. He doesn't. I don't know why that is, but it's a bit annoying. Right, let's go feed the piggies. Wow. They've almost eaten all the corn. Wow, they took a lot to refill there, didn't they? I'm not going to have that much to sell now, I don't think. That's kind of made the harvest a little bit worse. That's the trouble when you get too many animals. Their needs are off the charts. And again, he stops on the wrong side of the crop. Thank you, Mr. Ideal. That was a less than ideal spot to stop in, but, you know, I can't judge you anymore for being stupid. It's the way you were programmed. Get back to work again, right. Empty the sugar beet. Won't be able to empty all of it because the auger wagon can't hold it all. Let's go and tip these then into the root crop storage, and then hopefully the guy will finish. Won't need unloading again before the finish. Yeah. Unloading straight onto the conveyor belt, look. I haven't used this for a couple of episodes now, have I? This auger wagon. I've been using the normal like tippy trucks and the pace setter and that for doing potatoes and stuff, haven't I? Alright, let's help him unload. I'll remember to drive a little bit wider, not just sit outside the header. Yeah. The matey did finish. Yes, that was useful then. He got all the way to the end without needing to be unloaded again. Well, let's feed these to the pigs this time. We'll take the harvester back and we'll give it a nice spring clean with a power washer, because it hasn't had one recently and the header's looking a bit dirty too. Give that a bit of a dust off. A lot of the vehicles today are going to need to be washed. Let's park this inside this shed. Yeah. Right, to the pigs. To the pigs we must go, for their bellies are rumbling. No surprises there, it ate all the sugar beets. He stopped, so that sunflower's needing it to be emptied. Best price for sunflowers, bakery, by the looks of it. John Deere needs emptying again. Right. Yeah, the corn prices are dreadful. Dreadful. So we're going to go to the harbour. Unload him, which is a shame, but I just can't justify going anywhere else because the prices are woefully less than £1,000 per 1,000 litres of corn. I've never known the price that low. Never. The only thing I can think is every farmer's just done a corn harvest and completely wrecked the prices for me. They've sabotaged me. Choo-choo train. What I find funny is the AI cars start honking their horn when they're sat at the barrier. It's like, do you realise that that barrier is there for your safety? But they behave as if it's me that's blocking them. It's like, no, it's the barrier. It's the train that's done it. It's got nothing to do with me. I'm not in charge of the barriers on the railway line. But they're all there, giving it the honk, honk, honk. Like, seriously? You impatient people. John Deere restarted back on the correct path without missing all the crop. The ideal needs emptying next, so we could do him. Then we'll have a full trailer load of sunflowers we're going to have to go and sell. Where are we taking them? Where am I taking them? I can't remember. Did I go to the harbour or did I go to the bakery? I went to the bakery. That's how I can tell. I turned left. So I think all the sunflowers go to the bakery, all the corn goes to the harbour, then I'm guessing. Based on that little bit of goodiness. Anyway, hopefully. Sunflowers, as I say, definitely a good harvest for us today. Disappointed in the corn prices, but what can you do? Hopefully the sale of the pigs will make up for some of that, and obviously the slurry and manure sales will make up for that. I already did the wool harvest at the start, got rid of the wool pallets like I said at the start. We've made our money from that. It's just a case now of getting everything else done. Like I say, we should get probably 2 trailer loads of sunflowers, which will hopefully keep the money rolling in nicely for me at this point. He's finished, so we can unload him again and then set him off on field 8. Wasn't very clever, was it? Keep bumping the tractors and harvesters every time I try to climb in them. I think the push button is mapped to the same button as climb in. John Deere needs emptying again. He's still got quite a lot of field to do, hasn't he? That's a bit concerning. Everything's going to need to be ploughed as well. Every field is going to need to be ploughed after today. So that's going to slow me down getting them back into production. But I probably ought to get the big bud in action now. Time is definitely a ticking. The day is going by very quickly. And that's not just because I'm time-lapsing the footage. The day is actually literally, you know, it's early afternoon now. Been at this harvest most of the day. Can't imagine me being finished much before dark either, because there's still a lot to do. So I'm going to get the stayer doing ploughing on the little fields. Try and speed things up a bit. And I'm probably going to need to lime some of these fields as well before I can seed them. So getting everything back into circulation and getting the next crop growing is going to be a job. Okay, so I'm filling up with the milk. We're going to do our first milk harvest, our first milk sale. And the harbour is charging the best price. I don't know how we deliver to the harbour, as I've never delivered milk to anywhere yet in the game. I'm assuming we just tip it in the grid on the floor outside the silo, which seems a bit odd, but apparently that's how you sell your milk in this game. You just pour it all over the floor. A bit like the eggs, you just chuck the boxes. And there is I know there is a mod now for the egg boxes that actually puts them in a pallet. It allows you to transport the pallet to the sell point. But I don't plan on going back to doing any chickens anytime soon. So you're not going to be seeing that egg pallet mod in this play series, because I'm done with chickens. Need to move that out of the way so I can actually drive the Mahindra. Fill it up with another 8,000 litres of milk. Oh, what's it? It's missed crop again, look. So I'm going to have to clean that up myself when I unload it. If I can unload it, if I can find the sweet spot. There. Tell you what, this John Deere is quite awkward to unload. I wish it had the adjustable bit on the end of the pipe, like the Ideal and the auger wagon. That would make unloading it a lot easier. Oh, and he stopped on the wrong side of the crop. Not to worry. Another 60,000 litres going into the trailer. Right, let's take the milk again. Get another 8,000 litres sold for about £14,000, which is not bad. Not quite double, but still a nice little bit of income. Good steady progress. That's all. The animals give us nice, steady, you know, steady money basically from selling them. Yep, another 14 grand, just over. Quite happy with that. Cows are working well. Park it back. Don't have any more to fill up at this point in time. There's a little bit, but not a tank full. Got to do something about the manure as well. That's starting to pile up now, and it's starting to pile up in such a way that it's actually pushing over my little conveyor belt. It's tipping it up. I'm going to push it out the pit. Finished? It's finished. Okay, that's the corn harvest done then. No more corn, only sunflowers now. So we'll go give the harvester a wash. Get it nice and clean. Vehicles get mucky very, very quickly with that new dirt mod that came out at the beginning of the week for this map. And also this map's had an update today. It was on the mod hub after I actually finished recording this episode, so I've downloaded it. So when I load up the game next time, I expect to see some changes in the map that Giants have made. They haven't gone into massive detail about what they've changed or updated on this map. Hope it is save game compatible. We'll have to wait and see. It's going to be as a surprise to me as it will be to you lot, no doubt. Okay, you finished ploughing. Good. Let's take you over and start you off on field 13 now then. And the AI better be careful because there's a big bud coming down the road. And he requires a lot of space. He requires a lot of space. Can't imagine what it would be like to work this farm and work these fields without machines like this. These big machines. And some of these big tools, which does surprise me a bit that when you look at the mod hub and the mods that are coming out, why they are so pathetic. You know, like how many 3 meter cultivators do we need in the game? Can we not have some bigger equipment that can actually, you know, work fields faster? That at the same time don't require a tractor with 1,000,000 horsepower to pull them? It's like one extreme to the other. It's like you've got a 3 mil cultivator or you've got a 24 meter cultivator. There's not a lot of variety in between. And it's like, seriously, when you've got a 3 meter cultivator, how many more of them do you need in the game? When you've used one to do a field, you've used enough 3 meter cultivators. You just want to upgrade that as quickly as you can. Same with plows, same with seeders. You know, they're too small. Why modders insist on releasing all these silly small tools, I don't know. Yes, I understand they come in useful on some maps, some small maps, which have weird fields and stuff like that. A lot of the UK maps tend to have weird small fields with weird shapes and odd sizes and have really annoying fences and hedges around them, which make working them with big machines difficult. So yes, small tools have a purpose on those fields, but we've got small tools in the game. We don't need modders creating hundreds of variations of the same thing. You know, fill the gaps, modders. If there's a width of a tool missing, make one for that. I mean, I'm not probably going to play any of the, despite being obviously English and from Britain, and you know, I'm probably not going to play any of the UK maps if they come out with stupid fields and stupid objects all around the fields that make working them difficult. I'm going to probably stick to the bigger maps with the bigger fields, especially you know, relatively flat, you know, maps. I don't want to play farm on mountains. That doesn't interest or appeal to me in the slightest, you know. Had a bit of a look at the Australian Outback map. Had a bit of a look at that. One thing that stops me from playing on that, I think, is the fact that the field prices are absolutely ridiculous. There's a field on that map that costs 12 million. No joke, 12 million to buy one field. There's and a lot of the fields, again, the way the mod author's done it, the fields are kind of divided. So you buy, you know, there's one field that's probably split into 3 purchasable field plots. So to be able to, you know, work and harvest the whole field, you've got to buy 3 plots of land. That I could imagine would be quite weird, especially with the AI, because you'd have different crops on the boundaries. It's very strange how he's done it. Very strange how he's done the map and the fields like that. But it's definitely a map that requires big machines and tools to work the fields. I mean, the starting field that you only get one field when you start the game on that map, and that requires like Big Bud with the flexi coil 24-meter cultivator. Requires a big seeder. I even use like the big brute fertilizer sprayer on it. It's like, you know, if you started the game with the usual starting equipment that you get in new farmer mode, like the silly little 3-meter cultivator and the Fiat tractor and the case tractors, you would be there for days trying to work those fields on the Aussie map. So it's certainly a map I'm going to have a bit of a look at, but like I say, it's not a map that I think you can really do like a play series on, because, geez, trying to make enough money to buy fields. Like I say, when a field costs 12 million, it's like, damn. You'd have to do some cheating of your starting funds and equipment to really play on that map, I think. And again, you know, the AI worker stops on the wrong side of the crops, so I have to take over to empty him. Little plough working in the background, and he's getting on. I am going to have to lime spread fields as well. That is a given, but I'm not going to do all of them. I'm going to stagger them again, I think. I'll probably do fields 1, 2, 3 and 4. And then leave field 6, 8, 13 to the next time. You're done, so you can now move on and do field 1 for me, please. Get that nicely ploughed. Bit more milk. Not enough for a full tank. What about slurry? Have we got enough slurry to get rid of? Another tank's worth. Have we got another tank's worth yet? Double our biogas takings for the day. Not really. Gonna have to do something with the manure then, aren't we? Manure spreaders. What have we got? PS3 401 by Stevie. That or the other one. The other one holds more, but I don't think the biogas plant can hold more. Nicely painted. We need a tractor now that can go and fetch it. You'll do. Come with me. We're going to fetch the manure wagon. And then we'll take the manure and sell it. That's £1,500 per 1,000 litres. So 32,000 litres of manure should be quite beneficial. Right, you finished, so we need to fill you up. Then we need to get you out of the way because the plough will be coming right behind you. Oh no, the wagon's full. And we've still got some sunflowers left in the harvester. To the pigs. Okay. Why are the piggies not eating the sunflowers? Piggies? Because I've sold them and they don't have as much need. Their demand has decreased because I've sold them. When there was 200 odd pigs, they obviously demanded a lot more sunflowers. Oh well, into the silo it will go then. Job done. Alright, we'll park him there. We will wash him later. What we'll do is we'll get rid of the sunflowers again, so we'll probably head into the bakery. We are indeed. It's still maintaining a good price. Had a bit of variety today because obviously the sunflowers have gone to the bakery, the corn, milk and that's gone to the harbour. Then we've obviously been to the biogas plant, we've been to the animal dealer. We've been to a few different sell points today. We've definitely done the rounds. Haven't we? Definitely done the rounds today. Made a good bit of money. Oh yeah, sunflower sales definitely have done us very good today. Some of the other stuff not so good, not so great, I'll be honest. The corn was very disappointing. The pricing for that, I was kind of hoping corn would be a big seller for us. I just got unlucky with the pricing today. Okay, let's go get some manure. We'll take it to the biogas plant and sell it. Yeah, £1,500 for 1,000 litres. Get it under the... It's got the piles tip the wagon over. Unload as much of this in as we can. Go forward, extend the pipe. I like that, it means you don't have to reposition the trailer, you can drive the conveyor in and then extend out the back. Set this up and sell it. Check the weight as we go in. The trailer. No, back her up, back her up. Okay, this trailer's a bit weird. One reverses badly. Can't I unload this? You can't unload the manure spreader. Oh no! This trailer's useless. You can't empty them. Okay. In that case then, I suppose we best use it to fertilise the fields. Oh, that's a shame. What a waste. That's a waste of money buying that trailer. And now I can't sell them in there. Double the money lost. I guess once we finished doing the manure, I'm going to sell that trailer then. Sell it back to the store. It's no use to me. I don't want to be spreading manure. Digestate I might want to consider spreading, because that's free. I can sell the manure and slurry and get money for it, and free digestate, which I can use in a slurry spreader. So I'm guessing what I needed to have bought was just a regular Joe trailer. I want to take the manure and sell it. I'll have to look into what is a good cheap trailer then. I only need a cheap one, don't need anything flashy. Don't need anything with a massive capacity either, because as I say, the biogas plant only takes 50,000 litres of anything at once, of solids, so silage, manure, it only takes 50, and then it's on like a countdown thing, like it processes it over a period of time before you can unload the next lot in there. No, I don't need a massive trailer. So we'll give all the machines a bit of a clean today before we put back, as it's now getting night time here on the farm. There we are. I'm also going to fill this tractor up because it's getting low on diesel. That's going to cool. The lights have come on. It must be 7:30. It is 7:30 in the evening. Told you it wouldn't be. It would be nightfall before we'd be done on this. The spreader's going well. I'll probably get him to do field 13 and field 8 then, and then he should be done at that point. So how did we do today, thus far? 144,000 in sold animals. 28,000 from sold milk. 1.6 million from harvest income. 12,000 from the biogas plant. Giving us a total of 1.7 million for today. We're certainly turning the corner on things, aren't we? Might as well do this field then, as well. Give the weight a wash too. Ah! I want to get in the tractor. I don't want to keep shoving it about. Well, night has fallen on the farm. I guess this is a good point then to say thank you all for watching the video. Hope you've enjoyed today's episode, and we're certainly well on the way now to meeting our final goal. So I hope you continue to watch the series right up till the very end. And I will see you all again very soon with another video. Goodbye for now.